So you've started looking at the option of selling your house. I want to go over what I think is the most important. It's why are you looking to sell your house? Hi, I'm Terry Bailey with Selling Utah Real Estate. I know it sounds simple, but it is the root of everything that you're doing here. And if you're not abundantly clear on that, and if it's not a good enough reason, then frankly, I don't think you should start on anything else until that part is taken care of. There's almost an unlimited amount of reasons why you could sell your home. Some of the most common ones are being closer to family members, being closer to a job, getting ready to upsize, downsize, or just get into a house that fits you and your family better, consolidating debt, using the house sale to be able to start up a business, down to just wanting to time the market correctly and make smart financial decisions. And once you know the reason, ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice to make that happen? It could be that we're in a hot market. It could be that we're in a very seller-focused market, a buyer's market, or just a stagnant market. So you might not get everything that you want. So on that note, let's talk about managing expectations. First, I'm going to go into 3 different ways you can price your home. And understand that the pricing doesn't matter as much as what you actually are netting at the end of the day after paying for all commissions, all closing costs, all concessions. After everything's taken care of, your bottom line is the most important number. But the 3 pricing strategies. 1 is needle in a haystack. The way that works is you price your home so astronomically high that only 1 in a million buyers would actually want to buy that. They just fell in love with the home for whatever reason. So they're willing to come in and just dramatically overpay for the house. It's called needle in the haystack because hardly ever works, but sometimes it has. The benefit is you could sell your house for a lot more than it's worth. The negative to that is that you most likely won't be able to sell your house for that amount, and then your home will start to look stale on the market, and then you'll have to constantly be making price reduction to get it to where the market's at. But even once you get it to where the market's at, again, because your home is stale, people start to think that there are issues with the home. So then they're going to want an additional discount, and at that point, you've just negotiated against yourself and really work your price down. The second strategy is to price your home as close to market as possible. So if everything goes according to plan, you'll get your full asking price and sell your home right around value. The benefit is your home will usually sell in accord with what's an average days on market, right? So if average days on market in this economy is 30 days, your home should sell in about 30 days. The downfall is your home's just kind of average, right? It's like, okay, cool. I can buy this home, the same deal here or here or here or here. And yeah, it's okay, right? So it's good. It should play out well if everything else goes right. Like you should be in a good spot, but you're not going to stand out from anybody else. The third pricing strategy, you want to find what is market and then go 2 to 3% lower than market. Now, depending on the market, that amount varies. The benefit is people see this home and they're like, wow, that seems like a great deal. And so you have an influx of buyers that go to that house, and now you're getting a lot more traction. And if done correctly, you should be able to spark up a little bit of a bidding war or create the perception of competition, right? I did this strategy with one of the houses that I sold recently. And what happened there was we had so many people at the open house. So as people were asking for more information on the house, they said, hey, where do we need to be at to get this home? The truth is we only had one offer. We had a couple other people who had considered or who said they were going to put in offers that didn't end up putting in offers. But that one offer, they raised their initial offer price $10,000 to be able to get in the home. But because we had no other offers, truth is we probably would have gone even a little bit lower than what our asking price was. So the list price ends up being more of a marketing strategy rather than exactly where we want to end up at. The con is kind of relative. The con is like, hey, you only end up with one buyer who's willing to offer just your asking price. And the reason I say that's relative is because we thought we were pricing your home a little under market. But if we weren't getting very many hits and we only had one person who's willing to offer a price, odds are our initial estimate of what market value was actually a little bit wrong. Because the true definition of market value is how much a willing buyer is willing to buy for and a willing seller are willing to sell for without either party being in duress. So if we got a ton of attention, but still only one offer, odds are that offer is fair market value. So to continue on the topic of pricing and your net sheet, I make this abundantly clear with my clients. I run the numbers very conservatively and I say, here's how much you should be netting after we sell the house, after we pay all the closing cost commissions, everything associated with the sale of the home. Here's what your net profit is. And then I usually say you take away 10 to 20 grand from that, does it still make sense for you to do the deal? And if the answer to that question is no, then I usually recommend let's not sell the house at this time. Because if the only scenario in which we sell the house is best case scenario, it's not going to be worth it for me, and it's sure not going to be worth it for you. Now let's assume we're in agreement with everything up to this point. The next thing we want to take a look at is the timeline that's associated with the sale of the home. And again, keep in mind, this is before we've done anything to actually get your home ready. This is all pre-listing, but I want to make sure that we're on the same page and that we're aligned with the timelines. So in a typical scenario on a house that's pretty much move ready, I still typically need 1 to 3 weeks to be able to get it on the market. The reason for that is just me personally. I always go in and have professional cleaners come into the house. We have professional photographers. A lot of times we have stagers come into the house, and we need to be able to map all those things out to make sure that we're able to show your house in the best light possible.